This is Tampon Tim.
Dipshit.
Now it's Dipshit Tim, or Dipshit Walz, whichever one sounds better, is at a rally and decides that, Connor, you mentioned the good point, like, he's criticizing a private citizen, not even one of the candidates that he's running against. He decides it's an opportune time to make fun of Elon Musk. And he says something, I don't know if this is the full montage, where he says something that is so wildly stupid because it lacks insight and just self-reflection to understand he's describing himself. So I think this is the montage after the original clip. But play this, and then I'm going to go into a bit of a rage rant as to why this is so wildly obscene.
All right, go for it.
Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it. Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it. Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it. Elon's on that stage.
Look at this one, right there.
Jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it.
Can kick.
Bro, oh my
so
God.
what I mean, I see this, and the immediate joke is this guy an idiot? Like, does he not look in the mirror? But I saw this clip last night, and I go show it to my wife, and I put together a video last night, which I posted on my platform. And I was like, she's like, who talks like this? My wife is a polite woman. I'm not so polite anymore.
Awesome.
And she's like, who talks like this? And I say, it's enraging for three reasons. On the one hand, these people have been railing against Trump for mean tweets, unpresidential language. And then comes out and calls a citizen a dipshit. And for no better, like, it could have been just as poignant or stupid and hypocritical as he could have called him a moron, a dunce, a buffoon, a dipshit. And remember when everybody made fun of Tim Walz's kid at the DNC because he was crying, saying, "That's my daddy."
Yeah, but he
and
grabbed them. And
yeah, well, there was that part, and then he had a good
special needs.
Well, so then everybody comes out and says, "Oh, his son has a learning disability."
Shooting.
Yeah, the one who witnessed the shooting, which I did some deep dive into it. I don't know that he actually witnessed it, but it doesn't matter. Everyone was going after the people who made fun of the kid, saying, "How can you make fun of someone with a learning disability?" I'm not saying Elon has a learning disability, but he's come out and said he has Asperger's syndrome. And you got Tim Walz using unpresidential language like a hypocrite, now making fun of someone with the learning disability or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it exemplifies everything that is rancid about the Democrat Party. And then the bottom, the holy trinity of the three hypocrites. Like, Tim Walz is the dipshit idiot coming out dancing like a can singer, pointing, doing the bow like he's I don't know what the hell he's doing. So it's the soundbite, yet another soundbite that I think is going to, God willing, and I'm not using the Lord's name in vain, that will culminate in Kamala Harris getting the most devastating landslide of a defeat since Walter Mondale, but it will not be worse than Walter Mondale versus Ronald Reagan, because within about a week and a half, you had Kamala Harris skip the Al Smith dinner. In her video that she sent them because she graced them with her presence through a video, you had Mary Catherine Gallagher, that stupid character on SNL, saying, "Kamala, whatever you do, don't insult Catholics." And then Kamala says, "Well, why would I do that? I would never do that anywhere. That would be like as dumb as insulting Michiganders in Michigan, making a joke about Trump." And then at a rally, tells a rally-goer protester who says Jesus is Lord, says, "Oh, you're at the wrong rally. Get the F out of here."
Well, at the same time, Gretchen Whitmer did that whole thing where she was giving the weird lesbian lady Dorito communion.
Did you see? I mean, Trump
very alarming
zingers for that at the Al Smith dinner. He's like, if you wanted Kamala to come, you would have had to tell her you're raising money to bail out violent criminals. Yeah. And like, she wouldn't come here unless it was to give communion to Gretchen Whitmer. And then he had a funny one where he said something about keeping Doug Emhoff away from the nannies.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, "Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty.
That was a nasty one.
That was a But so you got three sound bites that are absolutely horrific coming out of the campaign within 2 weeks. The telling the Jesus is Lord guy to go to the other rally. Her screaming, "Never again can Trump ever be behind the seal of the White House." Yeah. And now you got Tampon Tim, dipshit Walz, saying, Elon Musk is dancing around stage like a dipshit when he is the biggest dipshit the world has ever seen.
Where did he come from? What was the point? Just really, really quick. What was the point of using him instead of Shapiro? What was the?
They said that they were worried that Shapiro would outshine Kamala because of how much better he is at speaking and how much more and not that he's a super impressive person, but compared to her, he's a super impressive person.
Bro, anybody, this desk, this table is more impressive.
Or it was the cover up of the death of Alan Greenberg, which we discussed on this podcast, where there were suspicious ties
ties to heavyweight political donors and relatives of Josh Shapiro regarding
that's
the murder
right.
of the Philadelphia woman.
Or she was too busy worried about jumping on that whole Jewish thing going on.
yeah.
There was
splitting the Democratic base
What
right
state,
now.
where's he from? Where's he
Pennsylvania.
He's
Shapiro-
from Pennsylvania.
Shapiro.
Shapiro's
no,
from Pennsylvania. He's
Walz,
from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
So I don't jump on the anti-Semitic bandwagon. I think it was definitely an attempt to placate the non-Jewish demographic, and especially in Minnesota, they view it as a swing state that's sort of essential, and that
Really?
they could still,
state?
that was my understanding. I might be wrong on that, but that they could still use Shapiro politically to try to win Pennsylvania. They didn't need him as the candidate, and so it was trying to placate a little bit of the anti-Israel, the criticism against Israel side of the Democratic Party, which is why she went with Walz. But the meme is hilarious. It's Obama thinking, I need a VP who's dumber than me. And then you see Biden. And then Biden says, I need a VP who's dumber than me. And then you see Kamala. And it's like, I need a VP who's dumber than me. And you got dipshit Tim Walz pointing to the sky.
Yeah.
Whose would his be?
Yeah, exactly. I'm praying to God that if and when they lose, you are never going to hear or see Kamala or Tim Walz ever again. I'm thinking about it. Once this is done and it's all set, like, bye, you're not going to hear from Kamala. She's not going to be the Hillary Clinton. And Tim Walz will never be in front of a camera, just like Tim Kaine during the Hillary Clinton campaign. That guy hasn't been seen since. And I pray to God, please. I've been praying double just for these people not to win and not to cheat. I mean, they're going to cheat. But
Just
they're gonna get
do not get the doom pilled. I see a comment on one of my videos that says they're going to cheat. There's nothing you can do about it.
No, they're gonna-
Bullshit. You get out there and you take 10 people. If they're going to cheat with 2, you bring 5. And there's no doom pill here. This is be proud to get out there and vote for Trump. There are people who I know would never have supported Trump that they are proud to do it now. So get out, vote.
Please.
Where's the camera? Get out and vote.
Rob.
Speaking of Tim Kaine, the one thing I do know he's up to is that he is getting the crap beat out of him by this guy Hung Chow. Because he's running for, I forget what position is he in? He's a senator, right?
Hung Chow?
Or what
position are they in?
Yeah, what position is Tim Kaine in?
Is he a congressman?
Yeah,
Senator?
Congressman, senator, whatever. But the guy who's running
Senator.
against him, this guy is awesome.
Oh,
like
is he?
we played a clip of him. He's that
Rip out the soldiers.
yeah, rip out
need
the
to
Oh,
be-
I
guns.
love
ask
that
for
guy.
seconds.
Oh, he's going up against Tim Kaine?
He's against Tim Kaine. That was a debate against
Oh,
him.
I thought that was just a political. I didn't realize that was
No, that was
for
the debate.
Senatorial. Oh, good.
Yeah,
that guy's
so,
amazing.
Yeah, that's what Tim Kaine's been up to.
Oh, okay,
He's
well,
getting
guess
curb
what?
stomped by an
I
Asian
hope-
with a jawline.
I hope you
that
lose.
cut
I don't want to
glass.
see his weird ass face ever again. November 5th, okay? We are having at Valuetainment's new building, the headquarters in Fort Lauderdale, one of the sickest. I can't express, guys. If you haven't seen this building yet, you could go to the website. You could play the video. I don't know what are you doing on election night.
I've got my own.
Oh, you're
community
cool.
to-
You're probably gonna be with Donald Trump. But
Are
guys,
you going to be in an airplane hangar?
We
Viva?
are going live.
Level
It
up, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be from what time, Rob? 6 to 2 a.m.
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, it could go even later than that. Pat said we are not going to end live streaming until the election is.
So we
It
could,
might
we
be a
could
couple
potentially,
days.
yeah, we could be live for like three and a half
I'm going to
weeks.
be a homeless person.
No, I already am, so it worked out perfect.
Yeah, guys, and we can't really tell you all the people that are going to be coming, but it's going to be a crazy event. Yeah, look, Elite sold out, Super VIP sold out. The VIPs are still available. The General's still available. Guys, I'm telling you right now, before we started shooting, Rob was like, Vinny, I am so excited for this night. It's the level of guests, we can't really disclose who is going to be there, but trust me, it's going to be a night to remember. Maybe we'll have a couple surprises. I don't know, maybe Dave will be like, Vinny and them are cool.
I'm going to bed at midnight. Nothing good happens after.
Yeah,
after
no,
midnight.
you're right. But guys, we'll put the link at $59.90 live. That's the website. Get your tickets, guys. Everybody and their mother is going to be there. Literally, my mother's going to be there.
Mine too. So yeah, this will be awesome.